What is discipleship at its core, at the crux? Well, we find it in Matthew chapter 4, verse 19, where Jesus calls his first disciples and he says, "Come follow me and I'll make you fishers of men." It's right there in that simple call of Jesus Christ. I will make you. This is the first step of discipleship, that as you follow Jesus, he makes you, he molds you, he shapes you. And the whole purpose of discipleship is not to make you look like yourself or look like the kind of person or Christian that you want to be, but it's to make you into the image of the Son, Jesus Christ, that you look like him. Discipleship is the way that man is returned into the image and likeness of God. God wants to make you a Mona Lisa, that you are a beautiful portrait that reflects the image and likeness of God, not of some idea of your own life that you want. So that's the first step. The second step is that he makes you a fisher for men. Once he makes you go fish. He makes you first and then he sends you out. And we're called to fish for men. We're called to go out there and find people who need to be reconciled back to their Father in heaven, the lost, those who don't believe. That's the purpose of being a Christian. It's not that just you are made so you have a well-made life and a good life, but then you go out and you find people and bring them in. It's whenever God speaks to us, whenever God moves, it's always for others to go and fish for men. Thirdly, the third dimension of what discipleship is that you make them. So you're made, you go fish for men, now you make them. You're involved in helping people look like Jesus Christ. The Apostle Paul says, imitate my faith as I imitate Christ. People need a model. They need Christ, but they also need a man, a woman, a leader, a pastor, a friend, somebody that's going to show them how to do this journey of looking like Jesus Christ. Now, for Jesus himself, he had this little inner circle of three: Peter, James and John, the two brothers, James and John, along with Peter, who was kind of like the leader of the 12. They made this inner circle that Jesus Christ spent more time with than any of the other disciples. He had some different, more inner conversations with them, different to the other disciples and definitely different to the 72 and the crowds. So the question for us is, who is in our inner circle? Who is our inner three that God is giving us to? That we sow into them, that we help make them look like Jesus and they help make us look like Jesus Christ. And it's not your spouse, it's not your children, it's people who are on your level that speak into your life and you speak into their life. When Christ is at the center, where two or three are gathered, there Christ is, right at the center. It's that kind of relationship where you build together and speak the truth into each other's life. And through that, Christ is glorified, Christ is magnified in the center of your three, your Peter, James, and John. Who are they? Who are you sowing into? Who are you opening your life up to so they can speak the truth in? They can help you identify the darkness and help you move into maturity as you follow Jesus Christ.